Alright, hello everyone. Let me get this all situated and ready to go for you guys. This way you can also see the game timers. And normally I would try to do a showcase match for you guys. Some of you guys out there were like, what's a showcase match? Well, as opposed to just always bringing you guys a series, I was trying to find games that were highly rated, even if they were not related to each other. And that seemed to have a very, very good effect. A lot of you guys were like, you know what, I don't care if it's a best of one. I just want to see good WarCraft 3 games. So I was like, okay, let me do some showcase matches. This, unfortunately, is not a showcase match because, well, gosh darn it, this is Moon versus Th000 or Samdan or Sandan or however you want to say this human player's name. Yes, it is going to be human versus night elf, but with two of the biggest names, one an old school name in Moon versus Th000, perhaps one of the best human players in the world. Now, someone was like, don't you know it's Th000? Yes, I also know that it stands for eggs as well. I can call them 000, but that just seems to add more confusion and headache than it's really worth. Let's go ahead and focus on the game now. This is game one in a series as Moon is going for a Warden first here on Echo Isle. Echo Isle, a rather small map, only 2 additional gold mines on this map, and there is also not that many creeps out on the field, unlike say Turtle Rock or Twisted Meadows that has a lot of red creep camps. This creep camp is, or this map is actually rather small, and with that, and with the smaller amount of creeps on the map, I am surprised that we are going for a Warden first. Now, this may come back and just try to be a solo Warden once again, and a solo hero does generally work out well, especially against a human player. Oh, what is this? Who's going to try to pick up? And it looks as though Th000 picks up the Troll Shadow Priest. Nicely done there. And now, what is this Troll Shadow Priest going to do? Except perhaps end up getting hit with, what is this? Getting hit perhaps with a little bit of damage from a Troll Shadow Priest there. Or sorry, from a Troll Shadow Strikes there. Warden now trying to come and get in some shots off there. It will get taken down. The Warden does get some free experience. But, more importantly though, Th000 going for a Goblin Tinker first. Alright, this may actually in fact be a show match, as this is just so off the wall unordinary. Meanwhile, we already see militia making their way over. Do we have? Yes, we are speed building a lumber mill. This is gonna be a tower attempt with a pocket factory already in position. The pocket factory, those clockwork goblins, going to try and take down Ancients of War. This Ancient of War simply too far away. Archers very far away as well, as you now see scout towers come up. Alright, this one peasant will get taken down. There it goes, but the scout tower is now up. And we should perhaps be seeing some guard towers upgrade. Moonwell now taking a bit of damage, and as they explode, it will deal a bit of damage as well. Alright, you can see they are now trying to fight back here. There is some damage being dealt. That Wisp took a little bit of damage here, and it looks as though the Ancient of War is now trying to fight back. Alright, single pocket factories once again, as the Clockwork Goblins still moving on out. The Pocket Factory, however, is going to act as a little bit of a buffer here. More Clockwork Goblins taken down, but all they do is explode on death and cause more problems. Peasants now repairing the Pocket Factory. This is not something you see very often. Never at all normally, as the Pocket Factory will get taken down by the Ancient of War. You can see that the guard towers are nearing completion, though, as the Warden is still here. A new new scout tower now coming into play, as the Clockwork Goblin trying to take down this Ancient of War. Here you go. Archers are now out, and what is this? Here comes the third guard tower. A Wisp now trying to make their way over. You can see repairing now trying to come in. Is it going to be able to make its way through? Needs to eat a tree or two in order to get in position. That Clockwork Goblin, however, wants to try and take down these units here. Is it going to do enough damage? You can see a lot of damage being dealt, as the Ancient of War just still trying to fight back. 24 over 50 supplied, a plenty of Moonwells to heal, and that's exactly what Moon needs to do. And I like this play by Th000 because he thinks that Moon may be a little bit rusty. So far, it is showing that rust has accumulated, as Tree of Life now joining in on the fight. This triple guard tower with this Goblin Tinker, an ingenious new invention of this human tower rush, and it is causing so many problems here. Troll Shadow Priest coming in for Moon. Moon trying to heal up the rest of the units. You can see a lot of damage coming in. The Footmen do not have defend. They are all going to be backing off as we now see a Moonwell getting taken down. Triple guard towers here. This guard tower not within range as another scout tower now coming into position. This could be very bad news here. What is going to be happening? This Moonwell down to 138. Is it going to get repaired as we are now setting up another Moonwell as well? In the back, you see 33 over 40 supply, a new Moonwell to replace the one that will get taken down here in just a moment, as a scout farm now getting taken down as well. All right, let's see. Speed building of this arcane vault. Not that much gold right now, but enough for the Goblin Tinker to use a clarity potion and a scroll of healing or scroll of regeneration in order to get all these footmen now up and running. Here we have it, another tree of life coming into play. Is it gonna get is the scout tower gonna get shot down? I do believe it will take a bit of damage as the scout tower needs a little bit more gold. There you go, now going into an arcane tower. And what is happening next? All Moon can really do is, you know what, I am going to try and creep out this Renegade Wizard Pamp, try to get to level 2, perhaps even level 3. Fan of Knives would be very, very instrumental in slowing down any more peasants coming in and trying to build, scout towers and guard towers on my front lawn. Here we have the Altar of Elders at 32 over 40 supply, and there is the Shadow Strike Footman now trying to defend his way all the way back home. However, he will take a lot of damage from that Warden. The Warden is going to come off with the final attack there, as we now see that the Warden is here. Are we going to get a Fan of Knives? No, there is a Shadow Strike. No Fan of Knives just quite yet. This one Footman down to 58 hit points. It looks like it could get taken down. No, it gets taken down by his own brethren, as we now see that the Warden is now low on mana. I believe this is simply just going to be too much, and we are going to see Th000 with a very, very crazy Goblin Tinker all in. And this is so funny that the Clockwork Goblins are actually exploding themselves in order to take down some of these units. All right, there's a Shadow Strike. The Goblin Tinker now trying to back off here, is taking a bit of damage once more. The peasants are all on pretty much auto repair at this point, trying to fight back these units. Down over here, we can see the Ancient of War is trying to creep out this Forest Troll Trapper area. Is the Warden going to get to level 3? Moon with some incredible micro, trying to deal with 2 fights at once. But the Tree of Life is going to fall, and once this Tree of Life falls, that will pretty much be the game. Down it goes. But are we getting a new Tree of Life? Yes, we are. So Moon has already established up a new Tree of Life down over here, and he will be able to root it. Meanwhile, we can see that the Warden sitting at level 2 needs to get some more Moonwells up in order to regenerate more hit points. The problem will be that we are nowhere near nightfall, so those Moonwells are going to be empty for quite some time. Alright, Goblin Tinker still sitting at level 1. You can see that the Warden sitting at level 2, almost at level 3. Is the hero advantage gonna be enough? Is it gonna be anything at all? As the Warden now makes its way down, picks up a Gloves of Haste, and now makes his way back off to the north. We are gonna see a bit of an engagement. Tinker now trying to chase after all of these archers, not going to really be able to do so, as we now see another fight ready to come in as well. Warden, is it ready to go? You can see more Moonwells coming into position, as Moon going to just root himself down here and get up another gold mine. Alright, Th000 now taking a base on the top left-hand side of the map. Very well defended, I might add, as Th000 already has 4 guard towers and 1 arcane tower. With this, we see the upgrade to keep, and Th000, who is no slack, should be able to get back and take control with the economic advantage. Meanwhile, Moon is just pretty much trying to figure out what his next play will be, what this play will look like, and what he plans to do. All right, Warden now coming across to the backside here. There you go. Is it going to be able to get any damage? No, it will not. Footman now coming in. There's the defend, and no Huntresses. All right, Footmen, all this damage now getting blocked, as we now see a Pocket Factory coming in just to block some of this pathing once more. No Fan of Knives. Is the Warden going to be able to get away down to 76 hit points? And it looks like it will, but this is still not good whatsoever. Moonwell's low on Moon Juice, as a 3rd Moonwell will round it out. All right, also a Tree of Life almost finishing, entangling that gold mine. You can see that there is a lot of units down here, as the Pocket Factory now going to get focused down. This is important that the Pocket Factory gets taken down. It should give level 3 to the Warden. Yes, it does. And if the Warden has level 2 Fan of Knives, that may be just enough to start putting a dent into the Footman's armor and their number count. So far, we can still see that the Warden is still trying to do a little bit of creeping. If this Warden gets to level 6, I would be absolutely amazed, as the Wisp, unable to get inside here. We can currently have, what is this, a new hero. It is going to be a Naga Sea Witch. Th000 wants to finish this off very, very quickly, as the Warden now engaging against the Tinker. Oh, Fan of Knives. No Fan of Knives. There's the Warden down to 49 hit points, attempting to run away now. Meanwhile, all these units are going to run away, and it looks as though one Troll Shadow Priest does get taken down. Level 2 now on the Goblin Tinker. Is that enough? Warden sitting at level 3. If the Warden could somehow kill any of the units, any of the heroes, that would be a very, very big bonus or a very big plus, but that I do not believe will be the case. There's the GG, as Moon loses game 1, Th000 taking game 1 in a rather close battle here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game 1. Please stay tuned for game 2.